Hi, this is Kate from Izzalicious Designs, and today I'm going to show you how to make Shaggy from Scooby-Doo. So the colours we're going to need are brown for his hair and skin tone colour, green. I don't have a sort of olive green for his shirt, so this is the closest that I actually can come to it. I'm using burgundy for his trousers and black for his shoes. And I'm using 2 of the mini pony beads for his eyes. We're going to use a single loom. It's going to be in the offset position, which means column 1 and 3 are going to be slightly lower than column 2, and the arrow is facing towards us, which means the open part of the peg is facing towards us. We're going to be double banding. Double banding means you take 2 bands and you place them across the pegs together as if they were one. Push all of your bands down so you have room on your pegs. Now for Shaggy, I'm going to, with this crossover band, I'm going to actually take a single band and stretch it figure 8 on itself and make it tighter to draw his face in, because I think with this prototype one it's just a little bit too thick, so I'm going to try and draw it in and make his face a little bit longer. Across the eyes, take a single band and wrap it once, twice and 3 times, and this is going to stop his eyes, the beads, from sinking to the back of his head. So we'll do that. The beads I'm using, as I said, are the mini pony beads, and they fit very nicely down my 2.75 crochet dude hook. I'm going to thread them onto a single band, flesh tone. Now if you don't have beads and you want to use bands, that's fine too. Pop this over these 2 pegs and take the top part of the band and lift it up and over that peg, and that's going to now act as a crossover band. Take 3 bands for his neck. The neck is always the part that you're sort of scared is going to look like a Mr. Wobbly dog head, you know, and so I always try and make it a bit thicker. And we do another one down to his chest. Now onto the green. As I said, I don't really have the right green. It sort of needs to be more of an olive green, but I don't have that. At the end of the day, it's your figure and you can use whatever colours you like. It doesn't really matter. Now the reason I'm putting the shoulders on top of the flesh tone is that when I come to lift these up, I want the flesh tone to be the ones that are on the top. And he wears his shirt quite low. You can't actually see his, all you see from him is the legs of his pants. You don't see the crotch of the pants or anything like that, so that's how I'm going to be doing this. I'll show you what I mean. You can see here I've just got it as if the pants are starting here and the t-shirt is low, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then here I've got the skin tone, and 1, 2, 3, 4, so 1, 2, 3, we're going to do one more, and then we do the 2 sides, 2 bands either side, so from here to here and from here to here. Okay, and then you put a end cap here, so single band, wrap it once and twice, and that will go there. And then we do, I'm using, as I said, burgundy, I'm going to use the burgundy to do the legs of his pants. Like that. I'm using black for his shoes. Take 2, wrap it once and twice, and slide onto 2 and reclaim. Wrap once and twice and slide on to 2. Take these ones up and over, and up and over, and reclaim the end of your bands and angle the foot in the direction that you're placing it, like that. Let's do the same again. 2 bands, wrap once and twice. Oh, I don't think I did that one very well. Let's try that again. 2 bands, wrap once and twice, slide on to 2 bands and reclaim, 2 bands, wrap once and twice, and slide on to 2 bands. Take the first set, move the 2 closest to you up and over, and then swap sides with your hook, like that, up and over, and reclaim your bands, angle the foot and place it on the other side, like that. Let's do some crossover bands. You're going to take a single band and stretch it across, stretch it across. For his arms, and you're going to make these crossover bands in little triangles, okay, and there's 4 of them. For his arms, take a single band, wrap it once and twice, and slide onto a pair of skin tone. And reclaim the end, another pair of skin tone, and this time I'm going to do 3 pair of skin tone and 2 pair of green, so that it can denote that he's wearing a t-shirt. Like that, and place that on his shoulder. We'll do the same again. Single, wrap it once and twice, slide onto a pair, and reclaim another pair. Oopsie, don't get carried away there, dear. And reclaim, and 1 more pair of skin tone, and reclaim. Now we do 2 pair of green, 1 pair, and 2 pair. Let's pop that on this shoulder like so. Now if you have a look, we've got this little beard thing that we've got on him, the little goatee. Alright, so we're going to do that as well. Take a brown band and wrap it once, twice and 3 times. Now on this one I actually have it linked onto brown bands, but this time I'm going to slide it onto 2 of the skin tone bands, because really he's only got a bit of face fuzz on his chin. He doesn't have it on the sides of his face, it's just on his chin. Now it's going to get placed on this peg here, and this peg here, but we're going to lift this up and have it under here like that. Alright, and this will actually, it'll get slid down onto these bands. It's a bit of fancy footwork, but you guys are good. You guys will be able to do it, no problem at all. Alright, let's start looping him up. Dig down, pull the foot out the way, and grab those 2 burgundy bands, and we loop up. Oh, do not escape from me. Loop up. And now we cover these pants by his shirt, so dig down past the green end cap and find the 2 green bands that go, mine to the left and then to the right. Yours might be the opposite direction, it doesn't matter. Push this middle one up too so we're not losing that. And then dig down and find the 2 bottom green bands. You're always pushing all the other bands back, whether they're crossover bands or other bands that are on the peg. Push them back out the way so that you're just getting those 2 bottom bands. Up to the arms. Let's do the middle column. Now I want to do the arms first and then the skin tone on top of that. You're still going to see a bit of the t-shirt, as you can see here. You're still going to see a bit of the t-shirt through, but it's better to have the skin on top. Alright, dig down, find the 3 bands for the neck and loop them up. Now we're going to be concentrating on the face. It's going to be tricky because we need to lift the crossover bands out of the way as we're working. Take this side off and we're just going to hold it. You're going to release the crossover band, okay, and you're going to put these loops back on here. We're going to do that for both sides. Okay, so release the crossover band. It's just going to sit here as if it's a nose, and put that back there like that. What we're going to do is dig down and find the top 2 bands and loop over like that, and the same on this side like that. And this is where you see we have to lift these up. Now I'm going to see how we've got the top 2 bands here and the bottom 2 here. We're going under the bottom 2 to find the 2 bands that his goatee is sitting on and pull them forward like we do with the belt. Okay, so dig and find those 2 bands, bring them forward, and we can untwist them after the fact. I don't think that's really going to be terribly relevant, but we can untwist them after the fact. Now we need to lift the top 2 bands, sorry I'm being a fumble finger here, the top 2 bands from here, hold them with your finger, pull the crossover band back in place and return that. Let's do the same here, just the top 2 part of this, hold it out of the way, move the crossover band back and replace the band like that. Now this is, I'm trying to get it, this is our goatee here. There we go, under here. There we are. We want that under, you want that to be down here by his neck as we loop this next one up. This one here goes up, and you can just leave the goatee there, it doesn't really matter. It can be under that band, that's fine. Dig down and loop up and loop up. Now Shaggy has shaggy hair that comes down, and I wasn't sure whether we wanted to do that or not really. It's kind of tricky. It makes him look a bit sort of like Velma if we do it. So I sort of was just making him have messy hair up here, but it's up to you if you want to do a hair extension here. I guess we can do one with a hair extension and one without. I'm going to take that back. Move that back. Okay, so to do a hair extension, we take a single band, wrap it once and twice, and then take a double band and slide on like so. Alright, and we're going to put that from here, dig our hook in through the end cap and place it there. And I don't want it to be too buffy, so that's why I'm only doing it from here to here. Again, the same, wrap it 3 times or twice and slide on to another pair like that. The loops that are on your hook go here where the eyes are, and then dig your hook through the end cap and place here. We're going to dig down. Now, actually before we do that, let's take this side off, hold it out to the side, dig down, find the 2 skin tone bands and loop up, and then replace the extension, and find the 2 brown bands and loop up. We're going to do the same this side. Take this off, hold it out to the side, dig down to find those 2 skin tone at the bottom and loop up, and then replace the extension and dig down and find the 2 bottom brown bands and loop up. And this will give him a fuller look to his hair. 2 brown bands, push your hook through and out to the side, grab the 2 bands and pull back through the peg to the back side of it. Take the 2 closest to you up, over and off and pull tight, and let's take him off our loom. Side, stretch his legs out, fix his goatee. Now I'm going to stretch these out to the side. And this is where you will take your hook, and if you can see that it's twisted, you'll hit your camera first, and then gently these become untwisted as we work with them. Okay, so there's his little beard, his little goatee. I'm going to dig down and grab these bands and pull them through the back of his head so that we can discreetly hide them. There we are. Fix up his goatee a bit. Now, to do his messy looking hair, what I did was I grabbed a whole bunch of bands, probably about 6 of them actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Place them on a hook and then take a single band and put them all on it. Tie a slip knot, so you're catching it here, take the one closest to you up, over and off, and pull it tight, but not so tight that it's going to snap. Now what I did, I went through one side of his head. I know it sounds terribly brutal, doesn't it? Stab him through the head like that. Grab the loop that you tied off with and pull it back through his head. Now you only want 3 bands to go through, so actually I'm telling you fibs, hang on. Go through his head, like so. Attach 3 of the bands onto your hook, that's what I did, and we're dragging these back through his head until you sort of feel that he's about half, the knot that you made is about halfway through, so he looks like he's got antlers. Okay, and then using your hook, dig down and grab 1 band at a time and just sort of make it, pull it anywhere so it sort of sticks out at right angles, or you know, just looks messy. And we're going to trim these. So there's another one here. We're going to trim these to the right height, so don't worry if it looks a bit goofy at the minute. I'm going to go down here and grab this one and pull it out here. See how I'm sort of dragging them to different spots on his head? Hey, get untangled, you. This one I'm going to have come out here. If it'll come out. Right, obviously doesn't want to. And this was the bit that took me the most time, actually. There we go, that one's coming out. There. I'll do another one down here. I think Shaggy was actually the most difficult to make look like him. And I still don't feel that he really is very Shaggy looking. Okay, so he's got a bit of crazy hair, looks a bit sort of Medusa-y. And then with your scissors you're going to snip it so that it just sort of looks bedraggled. Now I can't tell whether that's actually a band in the loop, so I'm not going to cut that one. It might have been just one of the normal bands that I pulled through. But that is how I have done Shaggy. I hope you enjoy making him. Take care.